Now, yet another very brilliantly disappointing day in this here our country, Kenya. Now, yesterday, digital sphere was up in arms, wondering what's happening with our netball team. So let me tell you how I found out this story. Yeah, I saw it on Carol Dule's page, and she had personally reached out to one of the ladies on the team to find out what was happening, because she'd gotten a bit of fununu that there was something wrong.
Yeah.
That our ladies, this is a national team. It's a Kenya national netball team.
Yes.
That went to represent our country in South Africa. All right? That these ladies were under duress. What happened? So these babes flew into South Africa on Thursday. All right? Now, in order for them to play their first game, they landed pretty late, and they came straight to the study. Chappered their first game. After that, they were like, okay, let's now head to the hotel, at least to chill, what. So they go to the hotel that they were booked under. Bonge la aibu. They were told, ata hakuna deposit, so I don't even know what you're saying. They've left home to go represent Kenya in South Africa, not a bob in their pocket, because they're going to represent the country. Essentially, there's a whole ministry that should deal with that. I think it's called the Ministry of Sports. I think.
Yeah. I think we have one like that.
I think. Rumor has it that there's a Ministry of Sports.
Yeah.
Their tickets are dealt with. Their visas are dealt with. Ideally, accommodation should be dealt with. No, nothing. They're turned away. Amadem hawaja dish. They haven't done anything. They've just come off of their first game. In a foreign country, not a bob in your pocket, you're wondering, hey, sasa, tutadu. So in the midst of hizo harakati, someone saw yenye amadem wanalalamika, as in they're in real beef and it's not their fault. So let's help them. Wakapelekwa hoteli nyingine belonging to apparently a Cameroonian lady. Yeah? And she saw yenye these ladies are on the wrong side of things. Let me help. Then hopefully your government may get things in order and I'll get my chum. See, you're a national team. Kind to, just...
Maybe you just need a few days to sort stuff out.
Labda check ili bounce, labda ETR. You never know what it could be. So she said, no, you just come, do your thing. Day number 1, akuna do. Number 2, there's no money. Baby's like, So the meals even now are becoming less and less. Because you're housing how many babes? 16. She's a foreigner in South Africa. She's housing a national team of 16 ladies.
Not knowing where the chum is going to come from.
Not knowing if the chum will even come. Before you know it, she's like, hey, but then you are saying mumeka pasana. What is happening? This entire tournament is over. These girls should have been coming home today, but they're not.
Because
do haijalipwa.
So now they're staying extra days in the hotel. As they wait and hope for the best.
Actually, I would even, in very extreme sense, they're being held hostage over a bill that should have been dealt with by our so-called Ministry of Sports.
Now let's go slowly.
Chill.
I want to take you back.
Okay, take me back.
So now the tournament is over.
Yeah.
Did they win? What happened?
Nothing. They only won 1 game. 3 harrowing defeats.
Out of 6.
Yeah. Out of 6?
Yes.
My bad.
Out of 6. That's what X just told me. So now.
Yeah.
So now we sent the team. Whoever sent the team was not only must have been drunk and on drugs and some serious hallucinogens. Because Menje, even before you leave here to go to Mombasa, not out of the country, to go to Mombasa, you must know where you're going to spend the night in Mombasa.
And first of all, just as a chick.
Yeah. The Kenyan netball team for women.
Imagine. But wait, Kibe.
Who is the chef de mission?
Can I tell you something? First and foremost, remember we were promised something by our president. This is not the first time this is happening. Wakumbuka, do you remember what Mr. P at the top, sitting in White House on the Hill, what he said? And he said, because he
promised, he said that this will never happen again.
Remember, there's an athletics team that slept in an airport in Nigeria. There are those who have slept in Addis, but our sporting teams wamezoea kulala kwa airport. Now you're being held hostage in a hotel. Uhuru akashikwa na Jathba akasema hivi.
And he made a statement.
He said, sasa iko pesa hapo.
Now we have put everything in order.
This is what he said.
Tumeweka pesa sasa ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba hakuna timu ambaye inabeba bendera ya Afrika ambaye tena italala kwa kiwanja ya ndege kwa sababu wamekosa tikiti, ambao watafukuzwa kwa hoteli ati kwa sababu wamekosa marupurupu ya kulipa hoteli, ambao wanaenda kukula huko vichochoroni kwa sababu huna pesa yako ya allowance na wewe unawakilisha nchi yako. Tumeweka pesa sawa ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba kila mmoja wetu akienda kuwakilisha nchi ameenda kuwakilisha nchi akijua ya kwamba hata yeye mwenyewe amechungwa na ameangaliwa na nchi yake. Si ni hivyo? Sio kwa sababu ati tunaweka pesa ati ingie mfuko ya federation. We want that money and we want each association and federation to account in what manner have you utilized that money to support your respective players. That is where we are going. Alafu unasikia kwa unasoma kwa gazeti huko watu wamekuwa stranded, watu wamekuwa hii. Hapana. To support timu zetu, tuhakikishe ya kwamba timu zetu zimefaulu. Unajua ukienda uko na chakula yako kwa mfuko, unajua ukienda hoteli unaenda kuishi, unajua ukienda tikiti yako uko naye. So we restore dignity to our young men and women who are making us as a nation proud.
Lies. Why are you lying? Mbona tunabebea ufala by the way? Chakula iko kwa mfuko, tikiti, hoteli. Why are you lying?
Okay. We have to find out. We have to find out who dropped the ball. Okay? Umesikia speech ya president pale.
Yeah.
Magnificent. This guy did not get a thing wrong. He said exactly what we wanted to hear. Exactly what we are saying now. Exactly what we are saying now is what he said. Now, with that being said, if you took a ground,
need different. Because let me tell you,
if these ladies are going to have to go through this type of conditions, why send them anyway? Because you know,
exactly.
This thing is also a psychological. They need a psychological preparation. Now, if they don't know what they're eating, you expect them to go win? Why even send them?
Make you you know, that's the thing. I wish for once there could be some honesty.
Where's your afford kuenda?
Hakuna do mtenda mtakaa kwa lojo, mtakuwa mnakula boflo na chai. You know, let us know the truth. Don't tell me that you're going to give me caviar. Tukifika huko Cape Town ni shida. And let me tell you how far this lie goes. We've heard what our president had to say. In the Standard, apparently, an official at the sports ministry has said that the money amounting to 1.4 million that was supposed to pay for this lady's accommodation was received by the hotel yesterday. Let me tell you, we made that call. Vitu kwa ground ni?
Different.
Please, keep it locked. Don't go anywhere. Bring people up to speed, Kibe.
So this is what happened. We sent our Kenyan national netball team of ladies. We trained them, we packaged them, we gave them uniform. We even took them maybe to a couple of ministries just to say kwaheri, congratulations.
Yeah.
We got them air tickets, sent them to
Cape Town
to go perform
for us,
for Kenya.
Fly our flag high.
Fly our flag high.
Yes.
This is after giving such a wonderful speech by our president.
Do iko.
Wasichana wakaanguka pale Cape Town. Wakaambia hey, kimbeni haraka haraka mwingie wapi? Kwa mechi because you guys are late. So they get in and they play the game. All right? After playing the game, they're told there is no place for you to sleep.
Yeah.
Because
hakuna kadipo imelipwa.
Kale kadipo kalikuwa katumwa hakajatumwa.
Yeah.
So these ladies got there on Friday and they got to the secondary place for sleeping. It's like now getting here, you've been told you're going to sleep at Intercom. And you're told, okay, now you won't sleep at Intercom, let's take you to a lojo because we've not gotten any chums for you.
Yeah.
Okay? So they were taken to a lojo on Monday.
Yeah.
So from Friday to Monday, they were staying at another lady's house. This is just speculation, investigation we've done. Okay? What is happening is this. We are disgracing ourselves. It's not that we just look foolish in the sight of all other countries.
A national team.
Imagine this is what we're discussing on our national radio station. We're discussing how we have failed. And what are the foreigners listening to? My people, what are our foreigners listening to?
Tunajiaibisha
tu. This is what come on, man.
And imagine
people come
in the middle. Yeah.
There's UNEP here. there's no other country that has more experts than Kenya in Africa.
Buddha.
Even SA does not.
Sijui nini? Sijui what? What?
Even
everywhere.
you go anywhere. These days, if you meet a white person, you don't even recognize them because there's so many. So this is a very habitable place for foreigners. That means that we can do so much with this country. Now, we send a team of 16 human beings.
To represent us.
Not 3 million, just 16. And we can't take care of even their room.
Kulala. Bed, breakfast. Only.
That person not only needs to be fired, they need to be arrested because what you're doing is like treason.
We're approaching the 8 a.m. hour. Remember I told you that we went deep into it and we actually decided to talk to the management of the lodge and find out if indeed this money that was disbursed yesterday ilifika. Nakwambia vitu kwa ground ni different. You need to keep it locked right here. We're about to pop a bubble like no other. Very despicable things going on in this here our country.
But I don't want us to talk holistically.
Yeah?
Because sometimes we get lost when we think about these things holistically.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we might end up throwing a lot more other stories into that story.
Yeah.
Right? But it's better that we unpack this story pole pole tu kivyake vile iko.
Okay.
So that we can find out the level of nonsense in our thinking. Siko unanielewa?
I love it. The level of nonsense. So
where do you think
these
foolish people when primary go to?
These were our seniors before.
Hao sasa ndio wameenda wakaengage ministries because sasa seriously meje uniambie, how does somebody do this to another human being?
Yani.
Seriously, there's somebody who's sitting somewhere who is waiting for things to get so bad.
Imagine.
Come on.
Kibe,
it's not realistic.
Tukichapa kazi ya
It's not realistic. Wewe ukataka mkazi hapa siku 5 bila kuambia mtu.
Anyway, just hold that. So these ladies right now as we speak, we're talking about our national netball team. All right, guys? Say it to anyone. This is our national netball team. I'm seeing a beautiful picture of them here holding the Kenyan flag at the airport in South Africa with so much pride.
When they landed.
They
were like, oh my God, we go to the land of milk and honey.
You know, inchi yetu, tumekuja kuwa show. Na hii inchi tu, njo iliwa show. So anyway, apparently, they're still in South Africa. The bill hasn't been paid for the hotel, but the sports ministry says that the payment of about 1.4 million was approved and disbursed on Tuesday. And it was received by the hotel yesterday, Wednesday. Received by the hotel. Yani, nimekuletea na umei pokea.
Yes.
So it was received.
So that's not the case?
That is, let me not even tell you. So they said it was received by the hotel yesterday. Last night at 7:13 p.m. 7:13 p.m. Kenyan time, 6:13 p.m. Cape Town time. Exiandela, our producer, called this hotel, spoke with the management. Remember walisema do ilipokelewa lini? Yesterday. It was received yesterday. This was yesterday night. And I want you to just listen.
How many team members are there?
16.
16 team members. And each member, you've said they're paying 1,066 rands a day.
Yes, sir.
For 16 members.
Yes, sir.
And how many days have you booked them for?
10 days.
For 10 days. The team is supposed to leave tomorrow, but you've been told that the check is coming in on Friday, the payment. So as it stands, just to get it clear from you, you're not going to let the team leave until you're sure that the money is checked in?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. So if the money checks in on Friday, are you also going to bill them for the extra day they have stayed?
Exactly.
Your name again? Sorry, I didn't get your name.
You're speaking with Blessing.
Blessing.
Yes, sir.
And you're the manager of the lodge.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Calling.
So these guys are telling us in the paper that do ilipokelelewa lini? Jana. But Blessing here, who runs the lodge, says she's been told when?
Friday.
Oh.
So, I think this is what's going to happen. Let me give my 2 cents. I've studied the government long enough to know how they're going to twist this. Now, who's in charge of this ministry by there? Amina Mohammed, right?
Yes.
She's the one who, everything falls on her.
Yeah.
So, kama kuna blanda ni yeye.
Yes.
So what we do, we start by first calling for her resignation. Okay?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
We start by calling for her resignation. Now, any developed country that has any common sense would know once you drop the ball,
Chopping block.
just go.
Yeah.
Because kazi yako ni gani?
Do you know-
Okay, because we don't want to look at the person who's next to, who was supposed to send the check or whatever. If there's a problem in a company, you don't go for the small people, you go for the person who owns the company.
I think you should go for everything. I think this entire
Now-
ministry just needs to be overhauled.
Wait.
Kibe,
Amina Mohammed, first she needs to tender in her resignation. And with all her other officers. Okay?
together with her PS, her who, and her what.
Everybody else who's under her.
Chomokeni.
Wachomoke. And then Uhuru Kenyatta kuja tuambiaje, what is he going to do that this problem does not reoccur? If you see the list XTN has sent,
Of the number of times this has
of the
happened.
number of times our Kenyan people have been shafted, a good one.
Our athletes that make us, they're the only thing that probably makes us proud about this country, eh?
Yani, let me tell where is that? Let me bring that list.
There we have it. Kenya under 20 team.
Uh-huh.
Oh gosh, it's okay. So on 20th March, Kenya Prison Service Women's Volleyball couldn't pay for their bills, for their meals and accommodation in Egypt.
Good.
Their passports were actually confiscated. On April 13th, Gor Mahia were forced to sleep on the cold floor of the Doha International Airport in Qatar. April 26th, 52 members of the Kenya, get this, under 18 and under 20 athletics team was stranded after winning 48 medals. And they were held, just leave me alone.
August 22nd, Uhuru says that no team will ever be stranded. August 26th, the national athletics team to the All Africa Games set for Morocco was thrown out of their residential training base. Why? Because hapa Nairobi.
Hakuna do.
23rd October, national netball team stranded in South Africa. Now, these are two incidences after the president of this country, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, has said it will not happen again.
Where it's called.
Sasa mimi kama mwenye nyumba nikikuja nisemeaje, from tomorrow nobody's going to come in past 7 o'clock. Then tomorrow you come in at 8. What happens? How come there are no consequences?
Guys, can you tell us what we need to crack this whip?
There's no
now.
consulate in South Africa.
There's no consulate in South Africa?
There's no there's no ambassador in South Africa.
High Commission, imagine. None. It's the same
That
way
hii story imetoka huko ikatufikia hapa Kenya without them having to sort it out there.
There's no consulate, there's no High Commission, there's no representation of Kenya in Cape Town. Secondly, there's no sports ministry, by the way.
What about Sakaja? Sakaja, your friend.
Oh,
She's supposed to be in oversight committee in this sports industry.
Mteja.
Today he's going to be Mteja.
Oh, no calls will be picked this here morning.
Yeah. And then they're going to say that they sent the check to the original hotel.
Please,
You guys went to the wrong hotel. Listen to that spin coming.
Me.
These ladies who are representing us in volleyball and any other sport, I want you guys to know one thing.
Let's just say all sports.
No, I want you to understand why it's easy to screw them. Because they're coming from the disciplined forces.
Ah.
Now, in disciplined forces, you're told you'll never complain. Now, they're coming from the police force, the AP, the military, right? So they're coming from the disciplined forces. Because that's the only place you get them. So these chicks are taught you never complain. Now, it's not the chicks, even the dudes. Now, unless you become super huge like Akina Elliot, this is normal treatment. This is what they have to go through.
Are you trying to tell me that, Kibe, unless you get someone from outside the country to believe in it, that all of our sports people are going to just be shafted? Because, if you think about it, Elliot had a great experience.
Yeah.
You get all the way from Shags till he was in Austria.
Yes.
Yes, from Shags to Austria. He had full VIP experience. Not from his country that he was also going to give a really, really great reputation to, but from outside. It wasn't Kenyan government, it wasn't the sports ministry. The most that they got, or the most support, was that message when he was on the plane. So are we trying to say that this here in Kenya, yeah?
We do not value anything that does not have a direct benefit to your pocket. That's the problem. We do not value anything that does not have a direct benefit to your pocket. So if you're put there as a CS, Menji, I want you to understand, the ministry does not just operate with one person. there's going to be there Amina Mohammed. Then there's going to be the person below Amina Mohammed. That's Keremi, right?
Yeah.
Then there's going to be another like 3 people under Keremi just to manage stuff.
This is ridiculous. You know,
Right? And then another maybe 20 people under the 3 people under Keremi. What I'm trying to tell you is this. That by the time a screw up like this is happening, it is so,
been happening.
the rot is so much in there
You know,
that we just maybe need to shut down that ministry, start up something all totally new.
right here we're talking about 16 girls who went to represent our country. We did the mathematics. The accommodation was coming to about 7.5 a day, you know, for 10 days. 11.5 a day for 10 days. And here I'm looking at this picture of our cabinet secretary.
No, it was coming to 7,000. Let me give you the real stats. X is playing with us. Okay, 1661 South African rand comes to 11,757 shillings per day, per person.
Okay. Numbers. Doesn't matter. The people who are sitting on this money, Kibe, or have the money that has been dispersed, because our president said the money is there. I'm taking a look at a picture of CS Amina Mohammed. You guys, this baby's decked out in gold. You guys, she has this monster over ring, big sapphire. Rolex, pondy hands. You guys, I'm seeing silk. She's draped in. This is regal. This is expensive. People out here are living their best lives, Kibe. And these girls don't even have dish.
You
Do
want
you not know that this team are the people who give you the job? The existence of all of these sports are the ones who have created the position for you to have that job. Now unawarudishia madharau.
there's a member.
Something's gotta give.
There's a member of parliament in the British whatever. Right? This guy was 5 minutes late to give his speech.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, he found a question had already been directed to him, but he was not there. He tendered in his resignation. He said, because my work is to make sure that I answer all the questions. Now, being 5 minutes late to parliament is enough for this guy who is full of integrity to say, I step down from this office.
Because I failed.
Because when you fail, then you need to let somebody else who can do the job come in. CS Amina, this is a failure on your part.
And then remember we had talked about our high commission. I have a friend who whose father stays right next to it. This high commission that would be at least the last liaison on the ground. Apparently it is the commission is a joke. This thing has been under renovation for the past 7 years. He's saying my old man stays right next door to it, and for the past 7 years it has been under renovation. You guys, something's gotta give. Who is going to take the blame for this one? I need you to call me 0711 046 100. Embarrass me in my country. Lakini usiende kuniaibishe pala nje.